Assalamu alaikum and what up YouTube? Alright, welcome back to my channel. Alright, today we have a new sharing, but before we jump into it, I want you guys to like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Alright, so let's go. Okay, for today's video, I'm gonna share something about food, right? Yes, I do love food. Now, if you are planning to come to Malaysia, right, you guys need to try these top 10 food lists. This is according to me, right? This is just my own personal opinion. It's not influenced by anyone else, but this is basically the 10 foods you guys need to try if you guys are planning to come to Malaysia. Okay, so some of you guys might agree with me, some of you guys might disagree with me. What the heck, it's my channel. So I'm just gonna share what I think are the 10 top foods in Malaysia. So if you're planning to come, you guys better take this down so that you guys can put it into your bucket list, right? Number 1, we can all agree, without a doubt, Nasi Lema. Nasi Lema is the most famous staple food in Malaysia. Yes, you heard it loud and clear. In Malaysia, you can go to every single state and everyone is serving Nasi Lemak. Alright, there might be some changes in terms of additional items on your plate, but the basis of the food itself is still the same. So, top 1 in my list is Nasi Lemak, right? And it can go with so many additional side dishes. For example, beef rendang, chicken rendang. What else? You can go with fried chicken. You can have it with squid. You can have it with, so many things, right? So it is such a flexible food, right? Okay. Number 2, Roti Canai. Yes, Roti Canai is very popular. If you guys are planning to come to Malaysia, make sure to try this food, right? It's very savory, it's crispy, the dough is so soft, and then you have curry, and then you have lentil or dal, and then in some cases you also have sambal. Okay, so Roti Canai is one of those most common popular foods in Malaysia, and Nasi Lemak and Roti Canai are just common foods which people normally have in the morning. But don't get me wrong, you can still have Nasi Lemak at night or in the middle of the night if you want to, right? The same goes with Roti Canai. It will work at any time. It will work at any time, okay? So, number 3 is Nasi Kanda. Alright, so Nasi Kanda, what is Nasi Kanda? Alright, it was actually, if I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong, Nasi Kanda actually started in Penang, is it? I'm not sure, right? And so, how do you eat it? So, what is it? It's basically rice, and you are poured with so many types of curries, right? So many types of curries, right? And then you'll have, normally you have fried chicken and, what do you call it? Lady's finger, or we call it here in Malaysia as, or in the Piramli movie, what is it again? Brandy, kacang brandy, okay? Alright, so Nasi Kanda is a very popular dish from the north of Malaysia to the south of Malaysia. Everybody loves Nasi Kanda. I love Nasi Kanda, right? It's so messy, but it's so good, right? You guys need to try this, okay? All right, number 4. Number 4 is Laksa. Now, for Laksa, there are several types of Laksa. I mean, like you have Laksa Johor, Laksa Penang, Laksa Sarawak. But basically, the basis of the food itself is more or less the same, right? So you need to try this food, Laksa. It's very good. It's like noodles with soup, but this soup is soury, tangy, sweet, spicy, you name it. It is so good. And if it's a rainy day, for example, like in the afternoon it's raining, it's really good to eat laksa. Trust me, right? You guys need to try this laksa. I always love eating laksa Penang. Okay, right. Now let's move on to the east coast of Malaysia. All right, if you guys are still watching this video, at number 5, okay, we call it as Nasi Daga. Nasi Dagang, alright? And it formerly came from Terengganu. So Nasi Dagang is more or less like sticky rice, and it has fish curry and chicken curry, and in some cases you don't have beef curry, right? But most of the time people eat it with fish curry and chicken curry. And there are 2 types. If you go to Terengganu, it will be like purplish kind of color. Sorry, it will be white in color, and then they'll serve you with chicken curry, right? And then if you go to Kelantan, it's served like a purplish kind of color. And then it has chicken curry and also fish curry at the same thing, right? So you guys need to try this. Put it into your bucket list. Nasi Dagang. Nasi Dagang. Okay. Next one. All right. This is a very famous dish in Kelantan. We call it as Nasi Krabu. Nasi Krabu is, it comes in so many colors. There's white, there's yellow, and even there's blue. Okay, and you have all these kind of we call it in Malay ulam. All right, all kinds of herbs. And then you have to mix everything using your fingers. All right, yeah. One of the beautiful things about Malaysian cuisines, especially if it concerns rice, is it's much more. The experience is better if you use your fingers when you eat. Right? Yes. So if you want to eat nasi dagang, nasi kanda, or even nasi krabu, use your fingers, guys. Use your fingers. Okay, as we move on, right? Nasi dagang done, nasi krabu done. Okay, number 7. Number 7 is also another popular dish, mee curry. Okay, you guys need to try this. It's spicy, it's savory, right? It's noodles, but it's yellow noodles. When you talk about laksa, it's normally done with rice noodle. So mee curry basically is a yellow noodles and it's served with curry. It's spicy, it's good. Sometimes people put chicken in it. You have sometimes you also have clam in it. You have beet sprouts. You have so many things in it, right? It's such a warm kind of food in a bowl, and it will fill you up, and you will feel really warm, right? So trust me on this. You need to try this. Put it into your bucket list. Number 7 is mee curry. All right. Okay. Number 8. Okay. Number 8 for those lovers who love fried noodles. Okay. You guys need to try this. We call it as char kway teow. Char kway teow comes in 2 versions. You have a dried version and you have a wet version. I would prefer the wet version. Char kway teow is superb. It is rice noodles. We call it kway teow, and then it's fried in a wok, and it's served to you hot. Right. It is so good. And in some cases, 1 plate isn't going to be enough. Trust me on that, right? Okay, so if you guys do find a spot that serves really good char kway teow, believe me, you're gonna have someone order the 2nd plate. Okay, all right. Number 8, the most common street food in Malaysia, burger ramly. You guys need to try this. I'm sure you guys have tried burgers in your countries before, but not the same kind of burger here in Malaysia, because burger ramly is just one of a kind, right? So you need to try our burgers here. The patty, the bread, the sauce, you will be overflowed with sauce, mayonnaise, chili sauce, tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, you name it. Everything will be overflowed in a single bun. So you guys need to try this burger ramly. Okay, all right. So we have basically explained about all those heavy meals that you guys can have. Let's go on to the desserts, that my own personal favorites, desserts in Malaysia. At number 9 is chendol. Foo. If it's if it's hot out there, right? It's so sunny, you're sweating, you're tired, you're thirsty, the humidity is so hot and so on, you guys need to try this. Chendol, iced chendol. Oh my god, it is so good. It's so sweet. You have palm sugar, you have coconut milk, you have ice, you have these greenish things that are jelly-ish kind of thingy, and then you have additional things into it. So you guys need to try this. Chendol. My god. Marvelous. And last but not least, ABC. Ice Batu Campur. Ice Batu Campur is so flexible. You can add anything in it. Alright? So if you guys if you have a sweet tooth for, sweet stuff, candy and so on, you guys need to try this ABC, right? It is so addictive and it can come in so many variations. Okay, so right, there you have it, the 10 top foods in Malaysia according to me, my own personal opinion. If you guys like this, make sure to put it into your bucket list. Okay, you guys, so there you have it, the top 10 must-try foods in Malaysia. Okay, this is just my own personal opinion. It's not influenced by anyone. So if you're planning to come to visit Malaysia, make sure to try these foods. Okay, so I guess that's all for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Until we meet again, adios.